One final stop remained, Block Crater, where a basketball-sized impactor had exposed the lunar bedrock, leaving a wealth of new samples for the crew to find.
Let's get a sample of that rock. Yeah, let's do. I think it's going to be the same. Let's get out of here. Okay. Want to get it documented in a couple of big pieces. How's that?
I wouldn't swap the flight of Apollo 12 for any of the other flights because we got to do the most varied things. And we were the first ones to do the useful full day's geology on the moon. We had almost 8 hours out on the lunar surface.
But the fun on the surface was now over. Time to pack up and return home.
Okay, let's see. Have I forgotten anything? Forgotten anything?
Pete, you didn't roger the film pack. Do you have all the film packs and the close-up stereo film, as well as the TV and the ETB?
Okay, close-up stereo film was in the ETB. 2 black and white.
There was one more thing left to do. Get home safely. Fortunately, when they finally re-entered Earth's atmosphere, the parachute pack opened just fine. Not even a bolt of lightning could spoil this trip.
Reports 3 main chutes have deployed.
The crew of Apollo 12 had shown how it's done, even adding flair to efficiency and extraordinary precision. Well, except for 2 things. During splashdown, astronaut Alan Bean got beamed. In fact, knocked unconscious by a camera that had not been secured properly. The 5 stitches in his head would be forgotten, but not so a camera magazine with exposed film that had gotten jammed and then accidentally left on the lunar surface.
The existing cameras.
Well, I got some bad news for you and some good news. The first place.
Ironically, given the magnitude of their accomplishments, the astronauts reported catching hell for that oversight. But it's what they did bring back. 75 pounds of scientifically priceless dirt and rocks that secured Apollo 12's place in the history of science. One rock in particular would lead to a whole new interpretation of the moon's origin. This sample is known as CREEP, an acronym for potassium, rare earth elements, and phosphorus. It's thought to be a piece of bedrock that formed over 4 billion years ago, on a lunar surface that was entirely molten. This evidence points to a truly catastrophic lunar birth. Scientists have suggested that a Mars-sized object that some call Theia wandered in too close, striking the early Earth. In the collision, Theia was obliterated and swallowed by the larger proto-Earth. From her remains, and from material blasted out of Earth's mantle, a new, smaller body formed in orbit, the Moon. The Creep Rock dates back to that early period, and may have come from ancient bedrock that lies beneath a highlands area to the north of the Ocean of Storms. There's more evidence to back up this theory. Rocks gathered up by the Apollo missions include minerals that most likely came from the Earth's crust. The Apollo missions were a triumph for science and for the society that sent them. But even as Pete Conrad and crew had roared off the planet, Apollo's end was in sight.
I will have to say 30 years later, I'm very disappointed in where we have gotten to because we were shut down prior to ever setting foot on the moon. Quite frankly, we haven't gone anywhere as near.
Just 4 moon landings after Conrad's, Project Apollo faded away in the wake of declining expectations, social concerns, and the politics of those turbulent times. What did not go away were the rocks, scooped up from 6 distinct locations. They continue to yield new details and raise new questions about the moon and its mother, the Earth. We may yet revive the instinct to go beyond our planet, to follow the Apollo astronauts in the search for the origins of our world and of our place in the cosmos.